A lone figure stands in the void, his white hair drifting in a sea of shattered stars, his eyes holding the weight of countless eons. This isn't just any cultivator. This is Wang Lin, a name whispered with reverence and fear across the vast cosmos. He's a being who defied fate, transcended realms, and carved his own path to godhood through sheer will and unimaginable sacrifice. But to truly understand the legend, to grasp the sheer audacity of his journey, we need to rewind far back to a time when he was nothing more than a boy from a humble village, utterly devoid of talent, yet destined to shake the very foundations of the universe.
Our story begins in the small, unassuming village of the Wang family, nestled in the country of Zhao. Here, young Wang Lin was born, not with a golden spoon, but with a seemingly insurmountable disadvantage. He possessed no spiritual roots, the very foundation of cultivation. His family, though loving, held quiet hopes for him to become a cultivator, a path that promised prestige and power. But time and again, he failed the tests, his spirit chi remaining stubbornly dormant. This constant disappointment weighed heavily on him, fueling a quiet desperation to prove himself, to find a way, any way, to rise above his perceived mediocrity. Despite his lack of talent, a twist of fate, or perhaps a cruel joke, led him to the Heng Yue sect. He wasn't accepted as a true disciple, but rather as an outer disciple, relegated to menial tasks and looked down upon by those with even a sliver of cultivation potential. The sect was a harsh, unforgiving place, where the strong preyed on the weak, and opportunities were scarce for someone like him. He endured endless chores, constant ridicule, and the crushing realization that his dream of cultivation seemed further away than ever. It was a period of profound loneliness and struggle, where the seeds of his future resilience were unknowingly sown. But then, a glimmer of hope appeared in the most unexpected form, a mysterious ancient bead. He stumbled upon it, a seemingly ordinary object, yet it pulsed with an arcane energy he couldn't comprehend. This bead, it turned out, was no ordinary trinket. It possessed the power to absorb spiritual energy from the surrounding environment, creating a unique space where time flowed differently. It was his secret weapon, his hidden sanctuary, and the key to unlocking a cultivation path no one else could even dream of. This discovery marked the true beginning of his journey, a silent revolution against his predetermined fate. With the bead's help, Wang Lin began to cultivate in secret, slowly, painstakingly, absorbing the spiritual energy it provided. His progress was agonizingly slow compared to others, but it was progress nonetheless. He finally felt the elusive spiritual chi flowing within his meridians, a sensation that filled him with an almost overwhelming sense of triumph. This wasn't just a breakthrough in cultivation, it was a breakthrough in his spirit, a validation of his unwavering perseverance. He had taken his first step on the path of immortality, a path he would walk alone, forging his own destiny against all odds. Just as he began to find his footing, tragedy struck. The Heng Yue sect, his supposed haven, turned on him. Driven by greed and suspicion over his sudden, inexplicable progress, the sect elders betrayed him, hunting him down like a common criminal. He was forced to flee, leaving behind everything he knew, his heart heavy with the sting of betrayal. This wasn't just an escape. It was a brutal awakening to the harsh realities of the cultivation world, where power dictated morality and trust was a luxury he couldn't afford. This betrayal would forever shape his cautious, often ruthless approach to life. His flight led him to the corpse sect, a place even more desolate and dangerous than Heng Yue. Here, cultivation was intertwined with death, and disciples were forced to refine corpses into powerful puppets. It was a brutal, unforgiving environment where survival was a daily struggle and morality was a forgotten concept. Wang Lin, however, adapted. He learned to be cunning, to be ruthless, to use every advantage he could find. This period hardened him, stripping away his innocence and forging him into a survivor. He wasn't just cultivating his chi, he was cultivating his will, his resolve, and his understanding of the dark side of the world. Within the grim confines of the corpse sect, Wang Lin achieved a significant breakthrough, entering the soul transformation realm. This wasn't just an increase in power, it was a profound change in his very essence, allowing him to manipulate souls and wield spiritual energy with greater finesse. But this advancement came at a cost, a price paid in blood and suffering, pushing him to the brink of his endurance. Each step forward on his path was a testament to his unyielding spirit, a refusal to break, no matter how dire the circumstances. He was becoming something more than human, something truly formidable.
Years later, a more powerful, more hardened Wang Lin returned to his home country of Zhao. But the world he left behind was gone. His family, his village, everything he held dear had been ravaged by time and the cruel machinations of powerful cultivators. The sight of the ruins, the emptiness where his loved ones once stood, ignited a cold, burning rage within him. This wasn't just sadness, it was a profound, soul-deep wound that would fuel his future actions. He had returned, but to a ghost of a past, and the only path forward was one of vengeance and retribution. His vengeance was swift and absolute. The cultivators responsible for his family's demise, those who had trampled upon his past, faced his wrath. He moved with a chilling precision, his cultivation now far beyond their comprehension. This wasn't a chaotic rampage, it was a calculated, methodical dismantling of those who had wronged him. Each blow, each technique was imbued with the years of suffering and the burning desire for justice. He wasn't just seeking revenge, he was reclaiming his dignity, his past, and setting a terrifying precedent for anyone who dared to cross his path.
His path of retribution soon led him to the powerful Tang family, a formidable force that had played a significant role in his family's tragedy. This was a confrontation of epic proportions, a clash between a rising individual and an entrenched power. Wang Lin, however, was no longer the weak boy they once dismissed. He unleashed his full power, his techniques honed through countless trials, his resolve unshakable. The Tang family, for all their might, crumbled before his relentless assault, a testament to how far he had come and the terrifying power he now commanded. This battle solidified his reputation as a force to be reckoned with.
Amidst the bloodshed and the relentless pursuit of power, Wang Lin found a flicker of warmth in his life. Li Muwan. She was a gentle, compassionate cultivator, a stark contrast to the harsh world he inhabited. Their connection was slow to build, a quiet understanding that blossomed into a deep, abiding love. She became his anchor, a reminder of the humanity he was fighting to protect, a beacon of hope in his increasingly dark journey. Her presence softened his hardened heart, offering him solace and a reason to continue fighting, not just for revenge, but for a future where they could be together. His journey soon propelled him beyond the confines of Zhao, into the vast and dangerous world of the Cultivation Alliance. This was a realm of immense power, ancient sects, and cultivators who could shatter mountains with a flick of their wrist. Here, Wang Lin faced challenges on an entirely new scale, from powerful rivals to intricate political schemes. He navigated this treacherous landscape with his characteristic cunning and ruthlessness, always seeking to grow stronger, to protect what little he had left, and to uncover the deeper mysteries of cultivation. The stakes were higher, and the enemies far more formidable. His relentless pursuit of power and knowledge led him to the legendary Ancient God Realm, a place steeped in primordial energy and forgotten secrets. This realm was a crucible, testing his limits in ways he couldn't have imagined. He encountered ancient beings, deciphered cryptic runes, and faced trials that pushed his body and spirit to their absolute breaking point. Each challenge overcome, each secret unveiled, brought him closer to understanding the true nature of the universe and the immense power that lay dormant within him. It was a journey of self-discovery, pushing him beyond the boundaries of conventional cultivation.
In his relentless quest for strength, Wang Lin began to walk a unique and terrifying path, the Tao of Slaughter. This wasn't about mindless killing, but about understanding the essence of death, the cycle of life and destruction, and wielding it as a fundamental force.
he embraced the cold, decisive nature of this Tao, using it to eliminate his enemies and to forge his own unyielding will. It was a dangerous path, one that threatened to consume his humanity, but he walked it with open eyes, believing it was necessary for his survival and his ultimate goal. This Tao became a core part of his identity, a reflection of his journey.
Through countless battles and profound insights, Wang Lin ascended to the Ascendant Realm, a pinnacle of cultivation that few ever reached. His power surged, his understanding of the Tao deepened, and he became a true master of his own destiny. This wasn't just a level, it was a transformation, granting him abilities that bordered on the divine. He could now manipulate the very fabric of reality, his techniques becoming devastatingly effective. But with greater power came greater responsibility, and even more formidable enemies, pushing him further into the cosmic dance of power and survival. But just as he reached new heights, the cruel hand of fate dealt him a devastating blow. Lai Muwan, his beloved, was tragically lost, a victim of the ruthless cultivation world. Her death shattered him, tearing a gaping hole in his heart and plunging him into a despair unlike any he had known. This wasn't just a loss, it was a betrayal of his hopes, a cruel reminder of the fragility of life in a world obsessed with power. Her memory became both a torment and a driving force, fueling a cold, unyielding resolve to defy death itself and bring her back, no matter the cost.
The loss of Li Muwan ignited a terrifying, unyielding fury within Wang Lin. His grief transformed into a cold, calculated resolve for vengeance. He embarked on a relentless, brutal campaign against those responsible, his every action driven by the burning desire for retribution. He spared no one, his methods becoming increasingly ruthless, his heart hardened by sorrow. This wasn't just about punishing his enemies. It was about defying fate, about proving that even death could not stand in his way. He would tear apart the heavens themselves if it meant bringing her back.
His journey continued, pushing him through the trials of immortal ascension. Each step was a battle, each realm a new challenge, as he sought to transcend the limitations of mortality. He faced ancient beings, powerful immortals, and the very laws of the universe, constantly pushing his boundaries. His cultivation wasn't just about personal power anymore. It was about understanding the fundamental principles of existence, about finding a way to defy the natural order. He was becoming a being of immense power, his name echoing across the immortal realms, a testament to his indomitable will.
Wang Lin's path was never one of conformity. He defied the heavenly Tao, the established order of the universe, refusing to be bound by its rules. He forged his own unique understanding of the Tao, intertwining his experiences, his emotions, and his unwavering will into a singular, formidable path. This wasn't just rebellion, it was a declaration of independence, a refusal to be a pawn in a cosmic game. He carved his own destiny, his own truth, becoming a force that even the heavens struggled to control. His defiance was his strength, his individuality his greatest weapon. His defiance inevitably led to a grand, cosmic war against the immortals, the very beings who upheld the heavenly Tao. This was a conflict of unimaginable scale, shaking the foundations of entire star systems. Wang Lin stood at the forefront, a pivotal figure in this epic struggle, his power and cunning turning the tide against seemingly insurmountable odds. He fought not just for himself, but for the right of all beings to forge their own path, to defy predetermined destinies. It was a war for freedom, for individuality, and Wang Lin was its most formidable champion. Through the fires of war and the depths of his own understanding, Wang Lin mastered the Tao of karma. This profound ability allowed him to manipulate cause and effect, to weave the threads of destiny, and to understand the intricate connections that bound all things. It was a power that transcended mere cultivation, granting him insights into the very fabric of existence. He could see the past, influence the present, and subtly guide the future, making him an almost omnipotent force. This mastery wasn't just about strength, it was about wisdom.
about understanding the universe on a fundamental level. His ultimate journey led him to the ancient celestial realm, a place of legends and primordial power, where the true secrets of the universe lay hidden. This was the final frontier, the ultimate challenge, where he faced beings of unimaginable might and confronted the very source of the heavenly Tao. Each trial was designed to break him, to test his resolve, but Wang Lin, forged by countless hardships, stood unyielding. He sought not just power, but answers, a way to reshape destiny and reclaim what was stolen from him. This realm was his final crucible, his ultimate proving ground. And then, after eons of struggle, of defying death and fate, he achieved the impossible. He reunited with Li Muwan. It was a moment of profound, bittersweet joy, a testament to his unwavering love and relentless pursuit. But their reunion wasn't without its shadows. The sacrifices made, the time lost, weighed heavily on their hearts. Yet in that moment, all the pain, all the suffering seemed worth it. He had brought her back, proving that true love could transcend even the boundaries of life and death, a victory more profound than any battle won. His journey culminated in a final, epic confrontation, a battle that would decide the fate of countless realms. Wang Lin, now a being of immense power, stood against the ultimate antagonist, a force that sought to control all destiny. He unleashed every technique, every Tao, every ounce of his being in a display of power that defied comprehension. The universe trembled, stars shattered, as he fought not just for his own survival, but for the freedom of all beings to choose their own path. It was the ultimate clash, a testament to his indomitable spirit and his refusal to yield. In the aftermath of the final battle, Wang Lin transcended mortality, achieving true godhood. He wasn't just a cultivator, he was a creator, a protector, a being whose will could shape reality itself. His journey, from a talentless boy to a cosmic deity, was a legend whispered across the vast expanse of the universe. He had defied every expectation, overcome every obstacle, and carved his own path to ultimate power. He became a symbol of defiance, of perseverance, and of the boundless potential that lies within even the most humble beginnings. Wang Lin's legacy isn't just about his immense power or his countless victories. It's about the unwavering spirit of a man who refused to be defined by his limitations. It's about the courage to defy fate, the resilience to overcome betrayal, and the profound love that drove him to challenge the very laws of existence. His story is a testament to the idea that true strength comes not from innate talent, but from an unyielding will and the sacrifices made along the way. He taught us that even in the darkest of times, one can forge their own destiny and rise to unimaginable heights. And that, my friends, is the epic, heart-wrenching, and ultimately triumphant journey of Wang Lin, the Renegade Immortal. His story is a powerful reminder that even when the world casts you aside, your own determination can reshape reality. It's a tale of profound loss, relentless ambition, and the ultimate victory of a single individual against the cosmos. If you enjoyed diving into the depths of Wang Lin's saga, you'll definitely want to check out our recap of I Shall Seal the Heavens, another incredible journey of defiance and destiny. Until next time, keep cultivating your own legend.